And I remember texting somebody. No, maybe we didn't have text. Or maybe we did have text. How old is text? Whatever.
They've been around.
Yeah.
It's the After Party Podcast.
Hey!
Hello!
So I love it. I love it when Lee Schrager decides to stop by.
Me too.
I was invited.
Oh. I didn't get the memo.
I don't know about that.
Did you invite Mr. Schrager?
No, he did not invite me. Hey, Nate, this is last Tuesday. I'm going to be in town next Wednesday and Thursday. Do you want me on? Hey, Nate, contractually, I'm supposed to be on every Wednesday.
What do you mean contractually?
I have a contract now.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
Yes.
I don't know what he's on, but I want some of that.
Over the weekend, I said, I think you're ignoring me. And yesterday, I said, oh, you are ignoring me. He goes, oh, I owe you a call. I'm like, really? I mean, honestly.
He's quite insistent. He's quite insistent, I will say.
Well, listen, I'd still be back in Massapequa if I wasn't pushing for it.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
Damn. Ask for what you
Thank
want.
God you got out of Massapequa. Massapequa's a great place.
Yeah.
It's a great place.
All right, so Lee Schrager's here. Let's talk about things, Lee. Let's talk about, South Beach Wine and Food Festival.
That is definitely me.
That's coming up. Give us the dates. Give us the dates.
The weekend of February 19th through 22nd.
We're all going to be there.
You are all going to be there. It's our 25th anniversary. I mean, imagine. And we have musical guest stars like Diplo and Ja Rule and I was going to say Bad Bunny. I don't think he's coming.
No, why not? Let's say
Promise.
Bad Bunny's going to be there.
coming.
Big
Bad Bunny's
promises.
coming. Fat Joe. I don't know, a bunch of people. It seems very
This sounds like a really festive event this year.
Why not? It's our 25th anniversary.
I know. He started this 25 years ago.
Wow.
And he was old back then.
Yeah, I was
Can I
old when I
ask a question?
started. Yes, you may, Nate.
You've been doing this for a long time. Why did you start doing it in the first place?
Well, that's a good. When I started my job 25 years ago, I have a real job. I keep reminding people that I have a real job. I'm the chief communications officer at Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits, where I've been for 26 years. Mm-hmm. And I had nothing to do. They hired me. They paid me, really fairly. And I'm like, I better do something. I said, I didn't have a job. My boss hired me. I showed up the first day. There was no office and no one knew I was coming. I cried for the first 6 months of my job because I came from a really high-powered job where, beautiful office and assistants. And all of a sudden, I had nothing to do. I was bored to death. And remember, there was no Instagram. There was no social media. And I sat in an office saying, I'm going to be out of a job. I'm doing nothing. I had no responsibility.
So how did you merge you and your career into the festival?
It kind of happened at one time.
Because, I don't know if they know, the festival was a different festival, but it existed before Lee
the
took it
festival
over.
existed as a one-day event called the Florida Extravaganza on the grounds of the university, the Florida International University. So it did exist. And it was a one-day event, very nice, one event, one day. And about 26 years ago, right after I started my job, I started January 1st. In June, friends of mine took me to the Aspen Food and Wine Class, which is considered the granddaddy of all events. It's a great event. And I remember on the plane coming home, and again, remember, no iPhone, no, writing on the vomit bag notes. I had to borrow a pen from the steward, who I never gave it back. He said, don't forget to give it back, and I didn't give it back. I still have that pen. And I made notes about doing something in South Beach and how great it would be, how great it was in the mountains of Aspen and beautiful. But South Beach was at its prime. I mean, South Beach was hot 26 years ago. And I kind of made notes. And the next morning I called a friend of mine with the city of Miami Beach. And I asked him if I can come see him and the mayor. He worked in special events for the city. And that's how it started.
Wow.
Yeah. No,
Look at that.
Yeah.
Of course, raising money for the university, right?
Over $50 million.
Well, tell everyone what the university is.
Well, it's the Chaplin School of Hospitality and Tourism Management at Florida International University. We've raised over $50 million that goes strictly to student scholarships. So I always say, the best part about this is, I travel, I eat out a lot. Very seldom is there a week when I don't go to a restaurant or someplace and someone comes up to me and says, I won the Lee Schrager Scholarship, many years ago, or I worked in the festival, or I now work for Bobby Flay in marketing, but I worked for him at the festival as a student volunteer.
Wow.
I hear that all the time.
So
and
just think, 25 years, how many lives have been changed because of this festival in the past 25 years?
We started giving out the Lee Brian Schrager Scholarship Award in year 5. and we give out 10 a year. So we've given out 500 scholarships, a full year of education at the school.
So when you go to these wine and food festivals, it's more than meeting the stars from the TV Food Network. It's more than eating this great food and drinking this great wine and beer and cocktails. It's about you're helping forge the future of the next generation of people in the
it is the next generation.
hospitality industry.
You know, I went to a hospitality school, and there was no event planning or no.
Did
Very
you?
hospitable.
Yeah.
What happened?
I failed. And there was nothing like event planning then. I mean, I wish today. Now every school has it. Yeah. Every school has a has an event management program. I teach at the university. I come in 4 times a year.
You taught one of my friends.
Did I?
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. I have an agreement for 4 times a year, unlike my agreement here that never seems to be followed through.
Well.
So wait, you meet a lot of obviously up and coming chefs, and you know all the chefs that are popular. Do you think you have an eye that you know who's going to be the next big thing or who's not going to make it?
Yes. I knew that Guy Fieri was going to win Food Network Star. I knew he was going to win it. I was there. They were taping it in Miami that year, right around South Beach, and they were taping it. And I didn't remember his name, but I kept referring to
What was it about him that made you think he was the one? His energy?
Yeah, there was something about Guy. He was hungry. He was just hungry. And I remember a few years ago, a long time ago, a friend of mine at William Morris, John Rosen, who was the big agent for all the culinary stars. He really started that category for all the agencies. And he showed me a video. He goes, next year, you're going to bring this girl down. She's great. And I looked at it like in a CD player. That's how long ago it was, like 24 years. And it was Giada De Laurentiis.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And John Rosen said, next year, we're going to bring her down. I said, I don't want her next year. I want her this year because she's going to be a superstar by next year. And I want to be able to say that we had her.
Wow.
And that's true.
So when we see these up-and-coming superstars of all things culinary, we know that they are going to be the stars next year, and we see them at the Wine and Food Festival. It's all about you, Lee.
It's not all about me.
It is.
It's mostly
Don't
about
we agree?
me.
It's all about Lee.
Mostly about me.
It's mostly about
I
me.
remember the first time going back again a long time ago when I first saw Paula Deen on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember where I was, and I was with Ricardo, and she was making a blueberry pie. And I remember texting somebody. No, maybe we didn't have text. Maybe we did have text. How old is text? Whatever.
They've been around.
Yeah. And I remember I said, there's a lady, I didn't know her name, making a blueberry pie with a southern accent. I said, we got to get her. And I worked on her the next day. So we had Paula Deen before she was a household name. But there was something about her, very relatable, very charming. Not in my mind racist, but that's a different subject.
Right.
But I love Paula Deen. I mean, so there are people that I see that I really feel have it, and people who I don't think are going to go anywhere. And I'm wrong, both times.
The stories behind the Wine and Food Festival. You could write a book about all this stuff.
I could write a book. I can't, but I'm certainly not going to do it while I'm still working. But I may do something like 86, a book called 86 when I retire.
Yeah, done. It's out. It's over.
Right.
I know you've been raising your hand, Scary. What's going on?
No, that's all right. So
upon you?
this has been it's been a rock solid event for all these years. Started in South Beach, of course, and now New York and the Bahamas. And you've incorporated music and all this stuff into it. Where does it go from here? Do you see it getting even bigger than it is?
Unlike sports, unlike the ballet, unlike fashion, you go to a hockey game, you go to a football game. Your sons play hockey, right?
Soccer and
same
track.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
same. Oh, that's the same thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
All the same, yeah.
Okay.
Not everyone's into that,
Yeah.
but everybody eats.
Yeah.
I will tell you, the one thing that we all have in common, every important decision in your life takes place around a meal. Anything that you're debating, buying a new house, going on a vacation, talking about putting your mom and dad into an independent living center, takes place over a meal. And I've learned that. Every important decision I've made in my life started over a meal or ended over a meal. Wow. It's really true. It's that one common denominator that we all have in common. Food brings everyone together. It's the common denominator we all share.
Well, I know, but Scary's question was, do you see it moving into a larger space? But I hope it doesn't. I think it's perfect.
Saturated.
It's big.
No,
enough
it's
now.
perfect the way it is.
saturated. When I started South Beach 25 years ago, we were other than the Aspen Wine and Food Festival, we were it. There was a chili festival in Santa Fe, but other than that, and now it's like
Chili and Wine Festival.
What's that?
Chili Wine Festival.
Oh, Chili, yeah.
Back to you.
Great reputation. I've never been to it, but it's great. But now there's all these different festivals, and most of them I have been offered or spoken to. Like they call me and say, "How do you do it?" or "Do you want to get involved?" And I love when people come up to me in September and say, "Oh, you're starting working on the festival yet?" I'm like, "Starting? We're on sale." It takes a full year. It's a full cycle of a year. So I'm not focused on the festival coming up in February. I'm already focused now on next year, who we're going to honor, what we're going to do. When I speak to friends and they say, "What's your favorite event coming up?" or "What are you most excited about?" I'm like, I don't even remember what's happening. I actually have the festival guidebook at home, because what I'll do is go through it and yellow out or highlight what I want to go, and then my assistant will put it on the calendar. If you gave me $1 million to name every event taking place, I think there are 120, I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do 80.
Think that through again, because I know you'll do anything for a penny.
That's true.
What's up, Gandhi?
Well, speaking of all the events going on, in a very promosexual way, something new is happening this year.
I have
the
wanted
Chew
to
on
do
This podcast series.
Sponsored by iHeart.
iHeart.
We are creating a podcast series, which I don't know if that's the correct. It's called Chew on This, and in the Chew on This program on Saturday, the 21st of February at the North Beach Band Shelter in Miami Beach, tickets available. We have 5 different podcast hosts. So like Bert Kreischer is doing one.
Oh, cool.
The people from
Watch What Crappens.
Watch What Crappens, and we're going to have some of the housewives on. You and Andrew are doing a podcast. I'm so excited
hello.
about
Yeah,
that.
we are.
Hello, lady. I'm there for that podcast, too.
What's that?
I'm there on the podcast, too.
Are you?
Yes.
You never confirmed anything
That's
with
why
us.
I'm going.
I promoted him. I already put his face.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're all doing a podcast together.
You invited me.
Who else? A girl named Chiquis, also an iHeart celebrity Mexican.
Glad you really know her name.
Yeah, Chiquis. I'm sure she's fabulous. And then we have another one. Yeah, I mean, so it's really, the podcast series is really exciting because it's different and new.
We got to wrap up. So if people want to join all of us at the South Beach Wine and Food Festival, they go to... You can follow me on Instagram at Lee Schrager or www.sobeWFF.org. And I hope all my friends are going to be here at the festival the weekend of February 19th through 22nd in South Beach. We'll
for
be
our
there.
25th anniversary.
Absolutely, we'll be there. Lee Schrager.
Yay!